Corner, Panomthong Tor Sangkaew. He's 19 years of age, started fighting when he was 11. 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighs 114 pounds. His record stands at 25 professional fights, 10 losses and 5 draws. An important fight for him tonight. And his opponent coming up at 19 years of age, Kaownar Jaw Luksamut. 19 years of age, started fighting was 10, 5 feet 2.5 inches tall, 114 pounds. His record's 20 professional fights, 14 losses and 2 draws. Well, both these fighters are at the crossroads of their career. They're at what you call the moment of truth for both these fighters, with their records standing pretty much a split between winning and losing. They're either going to break out into the high echelons of Muay Thai or fade away. So this fight, very important. Both these fighters have been gearing up for it. And Panomthong there, showing a bit of aggression here in the first round with his roundhouse kicks and teep pushes, keeping Kaownar at bay. Kaownar, well, his record of 20 fights for 14 losses means that he's going towards the losing edge a little bit. So tonight's very important, as it is for Panomthong. Panomthong there defending with the teep push kick, as Kaownar now stalking in, trying to find a bit of a flashy sign there of some fists of Panomthong, showing his flair, showing he can mix it around with punches and with kicks. Then he goes back into the traditional roundhouse kicks and those teep push kicks, and overarm punch there by Kaownar, letting Panomthong know that he can also mix it. Both fighters keen to get on with it. This first round is more or less a probing round. Not a great amount of power being exhibited with the kicks nor the punches. But no doubt as this fight proceeds, the action will hot up. Panomthong stalking now. Roundhouse kick to the thigh region. Stingy roundhouse kick that was too. You can hear it smack as from ringside as the teep push kick there by Kaownar in defence. Panomthong stalking. Punching. Got his guard held up high as Kaownar mixes punches with a knee attack. The knee didn't quite get through, but the punches landing. A head-high kick there by Kaownar. And can't hold his footing as he delivered that kick. Teep push kick, Kaownar. Stalking Panomthong. Panomthong waiting for the opening. Let's fire with a roundhouse to the body. Punches in response by Kaownar. Kaownar in the blue. Panomthong stalking in the red. Roundhouse kicks and a lovely low leg kick there by Kaownar, and Panomthong faces the canvas for the first time. No knockdown though. Knee strike by Kaownar, broke through and then punches, and a roundhouse kick to finish off. So Kaownar delivering as much as he's taking here in the blue corner, even though Panomthong has been doing all the stalking in this round. Teep push kick, Kaownar, more teep push kicks, Panomthong stalking in. And a punch to finish off that with a flurry there at the end of the round by Kaownar. Well, certainly Panomthong in the red was doing most of the attacking, doing all the stalking in the first round, trying to find the opening, but Kaownar was ready for him. There is a good leg grab, and watch this kick to the underneath the inside thigh, and down goes Panomthong. Well, that was a very nice demonstration there of how you, the plough technique where the leg is grabbed and then the opponent is kicked down under. We now move on to round 2. Expect this fight to hot up. Panomthong in the red goes on the attack but meets stiff resistance from Kaownar. Kaownar defending now, comes in with an elbow strike, pushing Panomthong away, but Panomthong still the aggressor, still attacking here in round 2. Into the grapple for the first time. On goes the bear hug, in goes the knees by Panomthong. Good knees by Panomthong, but there's the push away by Kaownar. Kaownar brushing off the attack of Panomthong. And he goes with a head-high kick. Good teep-pushed kicks in defence by Kaownar, but that doesn't stop Panomthong from coming in, and he flashes out for the punches. That's the danger sign. Panomthong looking like he wants to go punching here in round 2. Then he follows up with a roundhouse kick as well. Comes in punching hard, and Kaownar is on the defence. Panomthong striking hard now, try to move in, looking for the opening, maybe deliver that one big punch. He's got the punch set, also kicking quite hard as well, but certainly favouring his punches now as he moves it on to Kaownar. Kaownar defending now stoutly against the attacks of Panomthong. Panomthong punch kick combination. Panomthong in the red, bursting in, looking for the opening. Going downstairs with the uppercut, but couldn't strike home. Now he's on the attack again. More punches by Panomthong. Well, there's no doubt about it. Panomthong is going for the knockdown with the punches. Can he do it? Knee strike by Panomthong. On the attack again. Punches hard. Kaownar in defence. Panomthong not taking one step backwards. Keeps up the attack. And Kaownar is forced to defend again, and he's hanging on here in round 2. Hard leg kicks, hard roundhouse strikes now by Panomthong. He's softening up Kaownar, there's no doubt about that. Kaownar tries the elbow, but Panomthong defending and then comes back on the attack with punches. Panomthong punching hard, Kaownar in defence. Head-high kick there by Kaownar. Elbow strike by Kaownar. Panomthong going on the attack once again. Well, now elbow strike again by Kaownar. Kaownar trying to stop the advance by Panomthong with elbow strikes and punches and kicks. Panomthong keeps on charging in. Get towards the end of the second round now. Panomthong doing all the attacking. Kaownar battling to keep away from the punches. Good knee strike by Panomthong. Really, Kaownar is weathering a bad storm at the moment as the bell sounds, as Panomthong lashes out with another punch right on the bell. Certainly a good round by Panomthong in the red. Kaownar had the elbow strikes, but couldn't do any damage, but it was Panomthong who kept on fighting back hard. It looked like that elbow did get through there by Kaownar. Fortunately for Panomthong, it didn't have much power, but certainly did strike home, and you saw Kaownar there fairly desperate, stopping the onslaught of Panomthong with some elbow strikes and hard punches. But really, most of the round went to Panomthong. Panomthong outscoring Kaownar in the second round. Round 3, this fight is scheduled for 5. Panomthong in the red has been the aggressor for most of this fight. Kaownar coming back into the picture with some hard elbows in round 2. Now it's Panomthong attacking once again into the grapple. Chance for the knees. These strikes have been shadowed here with both fighters battling, holding in tight there, stopping the knees from striking home. There's Panomthong, hard with the knees now, right into the midriff region of Kaownar and onto the thighs. Panomthong in the red, outscoring Kaownar in the grapple. Good knee again by Panomthong. Oh, Panomthong controlling the grapple beautifully there, and Kaownar all at sea. Well, Panomthong is really starting to drive in some hard knees to the body, and that will certainly have its toll on Kaownar. Those knees are really striking home now. Kaownar comes back with 2 knees himself. But there's the strength of Panomthong, but it was the softening up knee strikes that really did the damage. Panomthong with the knees again, too strong in the grapple. That's twice now Kaownar's gone down from the grapple. Panomthong really striking those knees home now. Uppercuts now to the body. Well, he's really given the ribs and the midriff region of Kaownar some real punishment, and he's keeping it up, and that certainly is going to have its effect very soon. Nobody can take that sort of punishment for too long. Now Panomthong's going punch punching and he knocks him down. Well, it was the softening up with the knees that really did the damage, and then he finished off superbly with the punches, and Kaownar is down and out. Let's pick up the slow motion here. Panomthong going punching after really issuing out some strong punishment there with the knees onto Kaownar's midriff region, and then he comes in and finishes it off with solid lefts and rights, and Kaownar's down for the count. He doesn't move, and the referee signals a knockdown and knockout. And here it is again, the punch power of Panomthong finishing off after some very heavy knee work in the third round. There it is, the solid right hand hook it was, and down went Kaownar, and it's all over for him to